Hey guys, Poro here with the recap for Grand Finals of First Stand 2026. On the one side, we have BLG, the titans of the LPL who have steamrolled their way through the tournament so far without dropping a single series. Almost everyone expected their appearance in the finals, but on the other side, an unlikely opponent in G2 gave LEC their second straight First Stand Grand Final showing after clean sweeping both LCK representatives. Either team could take the title today, but after going back and forth between BLG's phenomenal early games and G2's rapid improvement, I decided to predict G2 3-1 today with the hopes that the West can win their third ever Riot organized international title. Game 1 draft could go either way. BLG banned a few power 2v2s and then first picked Lulu, and G2 accepted the Yunara trade followed by an early Jarvan. Technically, Jarvan is probably okay because the Lulu pairings mainly are immobile, but BLG make a bold move by going Sivir anyway, followed by Poppy to block the J4 engage. Instead of doubling down on that hard engage, G2 decided to go for Nami, a strong support pairing with Yunara that can do similar things to the Lulu. In first 3, I think BLG's comp is better because that Poppy looks mighty strong. In 4-5, G2 go for the Aurora flex on 4 to save counterpick for Broken Blade if needed, and BLG go for some unexpected picks. Bin goes for his trademark Gnar, but usually blind Gnar is an insane pick that gets punished, and Knight then locks Annie, which is necessary for the comp because they need more CC for this Gnar to function, but it's a hard losing lane into the Aurora, which means Broken Blade can go for the Yorick counter. G2 now have 2 winning solo lanes, and that's a good win condition for them. However, G2 truly only have 1 engager, making Poppy's life in mid-game very easy and J4's life borderline impossible. That will be what determines this entire draft. If the Poppy can take over and make G2 passive enough that Sivir can scale, or if the laning and skirmishing power for G2 will come through and prevail.
We do have a packed house here in Sao Paulo.
Okay, early trading is really not going well for G2. Wait, we're just losing early trades with Yunara. What the fuck?
Now he looks through it. LeBron has to flash away.
Early flash. It's tough. We knew that guy was there, but he gives us an angle. We could get Annie slash here. Could be big. Okay, nice. Oh my god, what? No. Wait, I don't think he knew that Lulu was here. Oh, this could be a disaster. The stun doesn't hit though. Can he get out? Wait, they might turn. Schemon might turn. He's thinking about it. Okay, 1 for 1. LeBron is here. Oh my god, Shun is missing all of his wall slams. Oh my god, wait, Shun, oh my god, wait, Shun is, oh! Dude, Shun played that so not good.
First blood on the side of BLG, but then they kept chasing for it, and Broken Blade could be in trouble here.
Yeah, needs to try and get out. Broken Blade flashing, but doesn't have much mana. Bin can just chase him down.
Is he TPing out? He might be TPing out. He's just recalling? He's just like that? He's just gonna recall in his face? Nah, there's no way. Bin thinks for sure Yorick just TP'd out. Alright, respect. Poppy should bot. Schemon has a top angle. Bin's Mega is almost out. That's the E. Nara's no E. Wait. This is an angle. Bin has to play really safe here. If Bin egos, he could die. Okay, we're going. No flash. E cooldown not up yet. Oh my god, Bin didn't play safe enough. Bin, nice. Dude, Schemon is really locked in with these cross maps, man. He's playing very well so far.
Nothing he can do to get away.
Okay. Oh, he just went forward into the poly. He has barrier. Oh, the bubble didn't land. Oh no. Oh, if the bubble lands, then they can maybe play that. But
that's back-to-back skirmishes on this bot side where Hans hits the barrier when he's not being hit. Shun going for a flash.
Oh no. Oh, he just ult E's into a poly. Come on, Hans. All of your clutching doesn't matter if it turns off in grand finals, man. You need to finish this out. You've been playing good at this tournament so far, but you gotta finish it out. Oh, they really want to take this crab. They're gonna get it. Caps has mid prior right now. Nice.
has been doing a
All right,
really
that's
good
good.
job
That's
for
good.
BLG,
That's
with BLG having this carousel of junglers.
solid for the
Shun coming
game.
back in, not only is the glue for the team morale-wise,
Okay, and he has
but also
flash.
one of the best junglers
Okay.
in the world. Stumond has been trying to claim that title over the last couple of
Ooh,
days.
nice, good
Manages-
chunk. All right, that like really helps because it means that Knight's ability to make plays around the map to like try to help BLG snowball are gonna be stuffed a bit. Okay, they're gonna go on this. Knight no flash. Wait, he's dead. Oh,
Flash Knight not knocked up though. He's gonna get the stun off. Caps looking
I think he's
to
dead
go
anyway.
between the worlds, and Knight
Nice,
is
nice,
back
good
to the
shit.
fountain. G2
Looked weird at first
jungle.
because Timon didn't hit the knockup, but Knight, oh my god, wait.
Shun is on his way across here, on having to flash away.
Oh,
Stumond
this
doesn't have
looks
the cataclysm
spooky.
right now.
You know I was not in the area.
Viper blocks it with a spell shield. Shun holding
Hans,
on
can
to
you
the
just
step up.
go forward? Can you flash on the Lulu? What's the what? Hans, wait, can you not kill the Lulu? Okay.
You know what? I'm not getting out.
The Sivir being
regardless,
accelerated
so I'm
is
gonna
really
take
not
that trade
good.
kill. Who was running the show
Just
in
tuned
mid
in, it was
lane.
better draft.
And this
I
time,
think
Cap's team
G2 can
really
win
working well together.
if their
Cap's
solo
an
lanes get
incredible
enough of an
squad.
advantage,
Aurora is one of these
but
champions that can
BLG
snowball absolutely out of
can win
control.
because oh wait, TP.
Viper has flash and barrier on, doesn't have the flash or the heal. Hans Summer already down
Let's
to
see.
half, they pop the barrier as Viper tries to trade
No
in,
flash
has
onto the
flash away,
Sivir.
slowed up.
Okay.
Cap's still looking for the chase here,
Can
goes
they?
between
Oh,
worlds,
that the
can't
angle
get
wasn't
close
great
enough to
on
hold
the.
Viper, who have extricated
Oh no,
themselves
I feel like this could have been
incredibly
good.
well from this situation. Cap's still chasing
Wait, maybe it
forward,
can still be good?
Not enough through the
Oh,
health, the weirding was short.
if we had just like
Incredible
all
from
gone for the
BLG
Lulu,
bot
we
lane.
can kill her for sure. But they went for the Sivir and they got the flash, but they couldn't do more. But yeah, I think BLG's drafts has a really big advantage, which is that G2 only have one engager and BLG have a Poppy. So Poppy's job in this game is like in mid game and late game is gonna be so easy. The only thing she has to think about canceling is the J4 knockup. So this J4 is like super homeless, and the Poppy's really strong. And then so Poppy can like Poppy can slow down the game a lot and give time for Sivir to scale. I mean, the thing is, G2 aren't really getting blown out early, right? Which is like what I was thinking BLG needed, but BLG's comp actually does scale very, very well this game into what G2 have. So it's not like BLG actually need to blow them out. This is spooky. Okay, one of the issues with BLG's comp is that they have like no setup other than this Annie. So it's not easy for them to walk in here. Okay, on flash. Okay, okay, nice! Nice! Oh my god, Viper no flash. Yes! Yes! Okay. Okay, this is what I'm saying, man. BLG, their comp is really bad at walking in if Annie's not there. Like, if Annie's not there to just, like, flash R, it's really, really hard for them to walk in.
Hans Summer steps forward, punishes on. No heal to get him to safety, has to commit the flash, and
No
G2
way.
convert that into more.
No
Being will
way,
do his best
no
to convert
way,
it into a tower, but now Knight.
Come on, guys, stay locked in. Nice! That's really good! Nice! No Annie flash.
So far, as Broken trying to trade onto Bin, who flashes away, but Shun's coming across Willanda, who are charging the wall. And
Oh, this is not so great.
Bin is about to go mega. Giga Bin on the rip, forces Skewon flash away. Flag and drag, but Shun still chases on, trying to come in to bolster the attack. The charge doesn't connect on the wall, but the smash will get the slow. A house chucked at Skewon. Everything in the kitchen sink used.
Maybe you should have put the tank in the back. Hell no. What tank are you playing into Gnar?
The morning mist misses, which means Bin is not really getting
Ah,
that
man.
heavily. And
All the
Broken
E's are
Blade
missing.
almost goes down in the
Oh,
rotation,
Broken
but
Blade
Shun
missed
arrives,
both
cleans
E's.
him up,
No.
and then Skewon
The man is locked in and he's ready
What is
to
happening here?
Capture
Okay.
and will do so. LeBron is low.
Whoa, Skewon is here?
Chase as well, and it's only on and Shun. Cataclysm down to keep his verdict.
Can we get more?
Knocks
Double?
Skewon out, but Caps is still
Oh.
there to find himself a
Nice,
double.
nice.
Now 6-0-2 on this Aurora.
Oh, that was really bad. Okay, look off. Chill out. Man, On is not gaming right now. On is off. Is Caps back? He's playing like he's back. Look. Oh man.
It's crazy. It
He's
feels
going
like
for
the
that
game right
full
now is
AP build. That looks like a
Caps
Shadow
versus
Flame in his
Bin.
inventory.
The gold leads
Are we getting the
unexpected.
Caps
We know
Shadow
that
Flame
Bin
into
has
Death
that
Cap?
carry, but
I am scared of
both keep him alive, and the
BLG
Caps
having
don't
both
know
dragons and a
where
Sivir
they're
though.
going.
Okay, what happened there? I didn't. How was Bin there? Did he just push top in super deep and get flanked? What the? How was he? Why was Gnar there? I don't know. We were in a replay. Unlucky.
He is dominating on the rift right now.
And even
Oh,
more
this
good
is so
news
good
for
for
G2
Yorick.
is that this is probably the worst
Yorick
possible
just recovered
solo
like
we
one,
could've got
like
as
900
BLG.
gold
They took
in
their
that
early
matchup.
control.
Wait, Bin's teleport is also down. Wait, what did Bin do? Did he like teleport into the entire enemy team and kill himself? What the? What? We're just hitting the Baron. Okay, Bin isn't here, and he's in mini. He's just full mini. What are Sivir's? I don't know what Sivir's items are. Does Sivir have two strong items, or is she just like completely vegan build? This is similar conditions. It's hard for BLG to walk in. Annie has no flash. Annie no flash is really concerning for them. Oh, I feel like they could have kept hitting it a bit, actually. I think they could have kept hitting it. Annie no flash, Sivir not on like crazy item spikes. I mean, Sivir is kind of on crazy item spikes. She has the IE completed. She went for the IE instead of Flicker Blades. I don't know. I feel like, man, I actually feel like they could have kept hitting it a bit. How much effort does G2 have to put in to survive these BLG's early games, man? Dude, respect to BLG. I feel like they're putting on so much pressure. They're like always fishing for shit.
Look at the items on Viper as Knight might be called out.
If Knight has to flash it, this is huge. Dude, Knight hasn't had flash all game, man. Dude, Knight's flash has been blown all game. Like, it's really, really good for G2. This is so good for the Drake that's spawning.
Keep putting pressure on a Knight, forcing him to use defensive flashes. Viper.
Is this flash from the Sivir too? Oh my god! Wait, no. Okay. Schemon is pretty low. It's okay, we can get the Drake anyway. I'm still super worried about Sivir late game though. Like I don't even think Schemon wanted to kill there. I think Schemon only went in with the intention of getting Sivir's flash, and then Sivir just didn't flash. Feels illegal. Let's see if we can find any cataclysm angle at all. But he's doing a good job of playing wherever the Poppy isn't. Like this Jarvan is kind of turbo useless in team fights, but we haven't seen any yet because both teams are just like going crazy around the map. Okay, overloading onto Bin. Okay! That shit was wait. Was there even a ward in there? I didn't see. It looked like he just put a ward in there. I think he flashed bubble before warding. Wait, I'm pretty sure. Wait, did they have vision of him at all? I think they might have flashed bubble before warding. Okay, let's see. Shona's in there. Oh. He did a lot of damage before he died. Hans did a lot of damage before he died. He did a lot of damage. Oh my god, are we acing them? Are we acing them? Baron is up. Baron is up. Can we go Baron? Can we go Baron? That guy's no flash. He's dead. Can we go Baron? Oh, they did have vision because they had the Yunara W actually. But still, nice flash W. That is a really nice play from G2. What is there to say? What is there to say? That was good. Okay, did we get Baron? Yes, no? Can we go back to live, please? Oh my god, it's been caught out again. Still no flash. No flash, no E, he's dead again, he's dead again. Lulu and Poppy are running, and Sivir is here. Oh wait, he lives? Dude, this Sivir's fucking scary, man. He has 3 items. He has 3 items. One singular structured team fight where Shona's just like standing next to Viper, and then Viper might get a chance to hit, and shit could turn south real fast.
But he has leveraged that early lead to perfection.
Okay! Nice chunk.
Dragon spawning in 30 seconds.
That like guarantees our Drake setup basically, because Knight's either gonna have to reset or he's just gonna have to thug it out with half health.
As BLG look to try and fight this dragon.
3 items for Viper.
Caps is looking for an angle. Schemon, you need to get out of there. Oh, Bin is doing work. Bin is doing work. Can Sivir pump? Oh, it doesn't look good. It does not look good. What happened? What happened? What happened? We just got walked down. What happened to Hans?
And this engage from Shun, you're thinking, I'm safe, there's no wall.
He just clicked him. He just clicked him. Hans, man.
Being able to get anything done there, just perfect
Please,
from BLG.
I think Bin's in.
Nah, I'm gonna be real.
G2's
comp is shit here. Their comp is not good at this point. Their comp is really not good at this point. Oh. Okay, that was a lot of damage. That's like the Baron push just basically completely finished. Don't know how they got on Sivir. Well, apparently Caps can just walk up and like one-shot his face.
really has to be Viper.
Good to know.
Because
Skew has to find an angle of a lifetime. I mean, there's no angle.
Is always there,
If Skew finds an angle, then Poppy might be trolling. I mean, that wasn't the most amazing Baron push for them or anything. It's just that their comp is so good at this point in the game. It's such a good Poppy angle. It was such a good Poppy angle. Caps has to one-shot Viper. It's GG, pretty much, yeah. If they don't find a way to one-shot Viper, then this game is cooked. And even if they do one-shot Viper, like Bin is 4 items also, he can pump damage. Oh man, one more mistake from G2 and they just lose the game on the spot.
You can see Viper is
I feel like BLG have like 2 more fuck-ups left. I'm still like, my head is just going back to that Baron start. Right when Baron spawned, I feel like they could have done it. I really think they could have kept hitting it, and it would have been good. Oh, Caps missed the Q. He's just getting one shot by Gnar, or what? Is he getting one shot by Gnar? What is happening? The anti-ult wasn't amazing. Shun missed the E. Shun flashed and missed the E. Okay.
Once again, able to back away from the play.
Dude, Shun has been playing a great game, but his E's have been whiffing. Okay, Aurora can TP. No death cap on the Aurora yet, though.
For that flank position, Bin down to a third, doesn't have the Mega, is a long way away from that Rage Bar as well. The Baron sitting at 13.
Oh, they're just turning on 4. They're turning on 4. Aurora's on the flank, they're turning. Broken Blade is just dead. Oh, well played from BLG, well played. That was real. That was good. That was really good.
That's all they needed, a single kill. Now a big part of their front line has disappeared.
Oh.
Minion damage
Why are
is
they
good on
playing
the bot
so
side
well?
of the Rift, but Caps has no TP available to him with 4 versus 5. BLG with firm control over this objective, and the Baron is simply melting.
Yeah, Knight still looking for that flank. Keeper's verdict out from Shun, lands it onto LeBron. Knight gonna walk forward here, but is spotted on Vision Hunt. Summer trying to step in, does have the flash and barrier, but until LeBron is back,
there's no way to get in.
For him. Skewmon trying to get into the pit,
No,
but
there's
he just
no
can't
way.
get close enough. Flag and drag is only option.
Unless On dies, they're turning on to Knight. They're giving up the Baron, but they're playing for the fight. They're playing for the fight. Hans is in there. Nice flash on the E. Okay. Skew is the flank. Skew is the flank. Skew is the flank. He's looking. He has GA. Can we keep chasing? We have to keep chasing. We have to keep chasing. This is it. We can't let them get any Barons. We have to keep going. Okay! Bin, no, Bin, yes, yes! Oh my god! Oh my god! They're so good! Oh my god!
G2 have all 5 members alive.
No, wait, is the game over? Is the game over? Can they end?
G2, they have to go.
I think they can end! I think they can enter bot! What the fuck? What the fuck? How? How do they do? What? 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 No! No way! What? How? How? How did this happen? How did this happen?
pushing forward. Knight is going to try to get behind them and clear the way, but they're going to go in.
He's dead! He's got nothing! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! What? What happened? How did they do it? How did they do it? This game looked over! This game looked over! Okay, Poppy ult knocks out the Nami. And then they know that Knight is here. He's on Vision. And then here G2 make the decision. They're like, okay, well, not yet. But Hans is gonna walk up. He's gonna chunk Lulu really hard. So On's position is fucking trolling. And then they're like, okay, Lulu is low. Nami ult is spacing everybody out. Just turn on the Annie. Okay, so Skew and Caps one-shot that guy. Let's see how Caps and Hans play this. Hans flashing the Poppy is really good. And then like this, I mean, dude, how is it possible, man? This is such a hard Jarvan game. How is it possible that he's like finding all these angles? No. No. What the fuck, man? How? Skew keeps playing like this is worse than Aspire. You know what? I don't know, man. I don't know at this point. I don't know. Maybe he's the GOAT. Maybe he's the greatest jungler of all time. Dude, how am I supposed to calm down and write a script? It's not possible. How am I supposed to, like, you guys have no idea. My heart is pounding right now. How am I supposed to how am I supposed to fucking type on my keyboard? Game 2 draft looks super funky to me. Neither team really built organized comps in their first few champions, even with some key power picks still up. Pantheon first for BLG, then G2 respond Bard Mundo, then BLG go Ezreal Shen, and G2 go Corki. Neither team has any identity whatsoever. The picks are pretty much only thematic counters against what the other team went. As we get into 4-5, BLG's comp starts to take form a bit. They end up with triple globals, which will give them a lot of map pressure and force G2 to be very patient and slow in mid game, and BLG have a lot of nice scaling tools for themselves with the Gwen and even Ezreal and 3+ items. G2 aren't too unwilling to scale themselves though, as Mundo doesn't mind getting levels, and the Bard plus LeBlanc mobility may eventually be able to find picks if BLG make mistakes. I like BLG's comp more, but I don't think the G2 draft looks quite as bad as it would seem at a glance. LeBlanc does. I don't actually think it's as terrible as the LeBlanc game as you might think. I mean, Skimon needs to get the fuck out of here. You might even have to flash. He probably doesn't have to flash. It's Pantheon Q. Wait, LeBron is here. Hold on. Wait. That was actually like not even good.
This is going to hurt Hansama. He can't afford to lose.
Hold on. On is showing up too. They're just 2v2 fist fighting this shit. Shun always hits these, by the way. Shun always hits these. That was on 1 HP. That was 1 HP red buff. Okay, that is a terrible start for them.
Yeah, that got incredible.
It looked kind of bad at first because Shun had to flash away, but it's actually a good invade from Shun. He's just taking advantage of the fact that he's so much stronger early. G2 are getting completely fucked from this. I mean, Bard is level 1. Let's see. Wait. Is it a double kill? On has to flash, probably. Okay. Alright. I mean, wait. Skimon? Okay, recall cancel. On is no flash. Nice. Okay. That like recovered the entire deficit. Okay, BLG's bot lane kind of trolled by trying to go for that proxy. Like, they're just, like, fighting into 3 caster minions. These caster minions did so much damage to Ezreal. Look at how much damage the casters did to Ezreal here.
If they'd invested these resources into Hansama, I think that this fight could have gone much more favorable as well. Viper has a massive XP lead on Hans as well, just because of how much denial they got in the other game.
Okay, they're trading really hard because they're going for the dive. I think Hans might just be dead. He can cleanse the stun and then flash the okay, never mind, I shouldn't played it well.
Valkyrie in from Hansama, Shun tanking the tower, only tanks a couple of shots, the spear still connects, the Cosmic Binding onto On, but now he can hold on.
Shun did that correctly, he played that well. Well played. Wait! Oh! Never, okay. I mean, it's still good for BLG,
Tower aggro management.
Yeah, really good for Shun not to just WQ instantly.
Where's everyone waiting? Magical journey for LeBron, but perhaps more of a nightmare.
Hey, let's see what's happening here. Hans can pump here. Hans can pump. They can play. Oh, Skimon got one shot by the card spear. Oh no. For a second it looked like maybe Corki could hit a bit, but
as it's a 1-for-1 across the map.
That looked like such a favorable fight.
How do BLG not have a gold lead? What the fuck? Wait, Caps just solo killed Knight. When did that happen? I didn't even see that. I was like writing my script. Did they even show that? I didn't see it. I don't really. I guess the thing that's like throwing me for a loop is that I don't know how well Zahen will scale.
You know, make a play top side, then still.
I don't know if he's good. If there are going to be breakpoints where he's going to be able to beat the Gwen on timers, or if the Gwen will just like destroy him later on.
Level 5 just now off this minion.
Like, I don't really know how the team fights could look either, so I would say that's the most confusing part of it. That for me is like, I can't tell if this Zahen will actually get value or not.
Coinbase gold grind there. Shun slightly ahead.
Just going in a 2v1 for the 1v1, and then Grand Starfall immediately turns the tables.
I mean, this is the problem with BLG having triple globals.
He needs to try and build his passive up as much as possible, and so he's thinking, okay, I'll eat.
Okay, G2 getting first Drake is really good. It's a slow-ass Drake, man. 13 minutes.
Does sniff it out.
Begins to back away, does have that Grim Deliverance, no flash for him.
Caps on his way as
Big
well.
wave underneath the tower.
Lebrav is here. If he can get in the area to like ult, could be good. Where's is Temper Fate in range? Temper Fate? Okay, not bad. Oh, it's just so sad that the level 1 went the way it did. Like, Hans being down 1.1k is like almost entirely because of good plays from Shun.
I think he's got Trinity Force now, which is such a big spike for him to play the target.
Immediately met by Shun, and there's the Stand United to follow it up. BB doesn't have the flash, no way out.
I mean, Shun is doing everything he needs to do.
Skimon should be able to take away.
Wait, Rogan Blade just ulted.
Shun there in time though, and BB now has to walk away.
Does he not have, like, I know that he hasn't played Sehen at all in Pro, but, like, does he just not play much Sehen, period? Because I feel like he's not going for any angles that Sehen would ever be able to do anything productive in.
Summer jumped on by Shun, does have the flash, won't burn it yet, flashes away from the spear. Bin now snipping away at Lebrov, the needle works, don't quite connect. BB has a flash of his own, he might have to use it to get out. Another spear from Shun behind the tower.
Is everybody from G2 just dying here? Mundo, no ult, everybody else is low health.
The spear connects through Hans, another kill, now Caps.
Okay, well, the TP from
G2
Bulldog is going to stop everybody from dying at least.
quickly enough. Caps jumps across the wall looking for Viper. Shun there on the front line, dashes onto Broken Blade. OE rush away as Viper flashes in. Gets the kill
right
but
now.
down forward.
Oh, Caps.
The dissonance coming in from Caps as he tries to get away, but he's locked on the wrong side of the wall. And BLG, a death baller just moving through G2. Skew and BB can't do
1-1. Series is 1-1.
Instant flash shift over the wall to try to catch the move
in for the taunt. Temper feint down onto him. Shun and Viper here to defend him for now. As Shun dives onto the
flash on Corky.
Needs to get away from the hero's entrance.
Should be dead.
With the mystic shot hitting, the spear goes through his spine. BLG find another as G2 thought they had got a pick.
Nicely done there from BLG, and they want to keep fighting for more here, but Broken Blade is coming.
Has the dreaded return. Skewman with the maximum dosage. He's going to heal himself up. Knight trying to get the Justice Punch onto BB. But there's a shutdown onto On.
There's nothing, right?
Continue here for G2.
Broken Blade can try to ult, but they don't go for it because Gwen is coming. Okay.
As across comes Bin on the chase. Needle works out, getting the slows on the Skew.
Okay. One kill. One singular shutdown. Oh, it's so sad. I feel like Caps could have killed people there on that top lane. He just like flash W'd nobody. I mean, it's just so hard for G2 to do anything. Like, not only does BLG have a lead, but even if they didn't, it's still just like you can never make any side lane plays. You can never go for picks. Nothing. You can only win through team fights, basically.
Knight, they go for Bin immediately. Dreaded return. There's On with the Stand United and the Grand Starfall coming out.
And there's the BLG comp, this double globals. They have Galio ult also. They didn't even use it. Like, this is like the entire reason why BLG's comp is good, is because Bin can play so greedy on side and he's just like never in danger. Like, I do think if BLG had fallen behind early, that their comp does lack a little bit of damage, and maybe that could have been an angle. Or at least they lack damage until Gwen is like fed, right? But I don't know, this BLG early game, Shun completely took over. Shun was destroying everybody. His level 1 roam just like ended up completely fucking Hans, and then Hans was super far behind for all of early game because of that. And then the Pantheon just continued to make a bunch of good plays.
Not given a chance to move.
And yeah, I mean, like this first trick Bard hasn't really been doing anything yet. Maybe BLG will throw. Maybe they'll throw. Don't trust them for shit. I do actually trust BLG at the moment. I'm pretty sure BLG will win this game. I like the Gwen build. I don't know. I feel like people tunnel in too much on builds. Like, I feel like the vast majority of the time, the team that wins is the team who plays better. Or G2 and Nautilus instead of Bard. I mean, when are you picking Nautilus? Are you going Nautilus Mindo 1-2? Is that the angle? And then an enemy team can just go Braum and then laugh at you, or what?
Well, look, Shun and On, they don't need gold. They just need to fight.
It's the classic, play safe, bro. He's
I mean, it's a good point from On.
Buddy, I'm playing Bard, and he does his best.
This On guy is everywhere. Shun Pantheon Masterclass. Yes, this is a very, very good Pantheon. Dude, oh man, On is just dancing on him. Yeah, Shun has been playing insanely well this series. Shun has been playing insanely well the entire tournament. Like, I'm just gonna say it right now. If BLG win first stand, Shun is absolutely tournament MVP. 100%.
As they steal away this web of Caps, looking for the flank, dives in, will land the chains onto On. Viper with
what
the
picks does Bin have left in the tanks? That is true.
With the magical journey going out, he'll land that Temper Fate, but Bin able to dash away across from it. On in the middle of it, gets away himself as Caps has to get out of the fight. Dreaded return from Broken Blade towards Shun, but Shun still has that Guardian Angel.
BLG, they're just giving G2 no angles. But it is true that a lot of tank killers are out. Like, both the Gnar and the Gwen are out, so that's very helpful. There's still like Aatrox and Ambessa and stuff, but you can kind of ban for those.
That is something definitely working for G2.
We're making it super hard for them.
BLG are feeling the pressure.
It seems like that's what G2 were trying to do.
Their heart rates are rising. I like how I said that LeBron wasn't playing that bad, and then he just like immediately gets picked 3 times in a row. I mean, it is what it is. It's a hard game for him. He's just trying to get any kind of vision so maybe they can play, but it certainly doesn't look pretty. Half of it is their comp. Like their comp just kind of naturally does that, but they're also in the right place, right places, right times.
Trying to trade back onto Caps, who dashes back. There's the Stand United, and Shun's on his way as well. Caps doesn't have the flash, torn it up. Will dash with the distortion, but there's only a tower waiting for him. Dashes back, misses the chains on
doing map things. They're mapping it up right now. I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of surprised that Skewmind is almost even level with Shun. I feel like he's had a lot of pressure put on him, and he's still just like level 16. That's kind of wild to me. Skew lost all the chance with his hand pick. I get. I mean, I don't think that Skewmind is like. I don't think Skewmind has champion pool issues. It's definitely true that it's unfortunate that he doesn't have Zehen because he's a very good Zehen player, but I don't think he's like losing all of his champions or anything. Maybe he is. I don't know, because like Shun did pick Pantheon as well.
But once again, it's on sitting on Viper saying, "Yes, come in, I'll take the taunt."
Okay, it's Viper's flash.
Grim Deliverance as they try and get the chase on. Caps goes in, but the more shield.
Galio moment, Galio Shen moment. Ezreal is unkillable or what?
Now Hans Summer has to Valkyrie away as BLG continue to chase.
That guy's dead. Alright. What is the definition of like choking a draft? I think the biggest. I really don't like the early Bard pick. I mean, I guess I don't like mind the early Bard pick, but it didn't end up doing anything because they didn't have the champions to beat. Blind pick Gwen, which is like kind of a crazy sentence, right? Like, we cannot defeat blind Gwen.
Will fall into his GA. Knight still very tanky, and Viper coming across. Bin on the flank as well as G2 now need to run for the hills, but Skewman getting locked up for the moment. BLG not able to get much more than Mundo's ultimate.
I mean, I look at Ezreal's build.
From BLG. It was fortunate that they had numbers to collapse first.
He has Maw and Shen Shield and Galio ult. That guy can never die. Wait, it's the perfect co-streamer curse. Hold up. Wait, it's the perfect co-streamer curse. No way. No. There's no way. I mean, Caps couldn't kill the fan. There's no way. There's no objectives up. No objectives up. Nothing. It's a huge gold swing. But BLG have the Cloud Soul. If Caps had managed to kill Pantheon here, it would have been huge for the game. Man, I feel like Viper's not actually like playing this series that well. I don't think Viper's played the entire tournament well. He's had like some moments of good mechanical plays, but generally, I thought Viper was going to be much better than this.
As they set their sights on this bot tier 2.
Should just be able to take the tower down. There's the taunt onto Skewmon. Maximum damage just has to be used, but the CC chain continues. Tempered Fate out as G2 look to try and turn the play. Cosmic Binding will get the stun. But the chase for Shun goes in with a shield bolt.
Just a BLG moment.
Without their jungler, G2
just
can't
walk
really
at them.
contest.
Walk at them and win.
That's
the strat.
That's exactly the to breaking open this inhibitor, and they're sending everything to find more.
It's a Starfall Hunt. Someone cleansed him.
Okay, double cleanse from the Corky.
But BB in the midst of BLG will fall first. BLG now.
I mean, I think they can extend the game here now. Let's see.
Side is not enough to fell the kings of the LPL. They want to even out the series.
Yeah, nobody can get that cannon.
Dashes away from the shield bolt. Now it's on the Brav and Hans will flash and get the kill on, but BLG have already opened up the Nexus, and although Viper will fall, G2's Nexus will follow him to the grave.
1-1. BLG completely destroyed G2 that game. They completely destroyed G2 and then had one hiccup near the end of the game, but they stole a Cloud Soul and a gold lead, so it was like chill. Is Shun just the GOAT? Is Shun just insane or what? Game 3 draft looks way more like a Game 2 draft than Game 2 did. Based on the bans, all the OP pushing bot lanes are in, and blind tanks become much stronger with all the tank counters out. G2 go Varus first pick, which is stronger because Sivir is out, and BLG go for the Xin Zhao Ashe Seraphine trio. G2 match Sion Karma, and both teams are incredibly happy with what they got. G2 have potentially pushing bot after level 1, and they have that strong tank, but BLG have one of the strongest and most reliable first 3s you can get in this meta. I feel like this is an insane Sylas angle though. 3 amazing Sylas ults, and usually, while the downside of going blind Sylas into Ashe Sera is no push in bot or mid, Varus Karma does have the ability to get push if they play it well. BLG lock Mel on 4, and now I think G2 have an insane 4-5 with Sylas Malphite. Malphite seems super OP here into triple and mobile backlines, but it does mean maybe a lack of physical damage overall. If that's the concern, Wukong could fill a similar role. Instead, G2 settle for Aatrox Anivia. I don't mind the Anivia, but my gut says that this is an impossible Aatrox angle into all of BLG's peel tools. For last pick, Bin goes for his iconic Jax, and I like BLG's comp more. Both teams have a lot of strong champions and synergy, but this Aatrox pick really bothers me, and I think it'll be a long-term liability as we get into mid and late game.
Question for you, hang on, which I'll get to in a second, is we have to shout out On for his 1,335 international assists, making him the third all-time passing owner at international events.
I feel like people,
though,
like teams still just are not thinking about the fact that Ashe Seraphine level 1 is like ridiculously strong.
Nice advantages. 2 pushing solo lanes, so as soon as he's there, you have to run.
Cleanses away from the beat drop. That was going to be a stun. Has to
Wow.
flash as well.
G2's bot lane are getting completely fisted. Shun is going to try to start up a dive at some point, probably. If Aatrox can't do well in this game, Aatrox isn't going to do well in any game. I mean, that's not true. I think that the games where Aatrox are strongest are the games where the enemy team has a lot of melee champions. When they have a lot of melee champions and no good disengage tools, but BLG have a lot of range champions and they have insane disengage. If Shin Jowl, Mel E, Seraphine W, Ashar, like how does Aatrox ever get on top of anybody here? Like it would be a little bit different if this was an Aatrox top, because Aatrox top can play for a flank, but Aatrox jungle, you have to sit on an objective most of the time because you're the jungler. If you try to go for a flank, then the enemy team can just like, enemy team has like way more ability to just play for the objective, and then you're just off in Narnia and you can't actually contest Smite because you're flanking. Maybe they're scared of the Bin Aatrox. Yeah, like Aatrox does beat Sion, but I don't think it. I think it's playable. I think it's completely fine to go Sion into Aatrox if you want. And you'll just take a little bit of an L in lane, and then you'll just like play for the better comp. But hey, you know what? I thought it was an impossible Jarvan game in game 1, and Skimon somehow made that work. I do think there's a chance that Sion could be very powerful this game. If he doesn't get murked on side lane all game by the Jax, then BLG don't have great tank killing tools. Oh, so we picked a Nivea into Mel, and we're just going down 15 farm. Kind of feels bad.
The health advantage that G2 have with the numbers advantage. The Mel's going to TP back in. A bit of a scrap.
Skewon looking for the smite.
Oh,
goes
Shun
over
got
to
it.
Shun. Now Skewon pops the world ender to try and get out of this. Crescent Guard win becomes laning, doesn't land. Nor does the solar snare, but Skewon has nowhere to go. First blood, BLG.
Yikes. That's like the first really bad early gameplay Skew has gone for, I think, this series.
Has been how excellent Skewon has been. On Foster heal.
Flashing into the inner flame, trying to force on splash out caps. Flashes away. Not put into the egg. Glacial
got
slow
double summoners off of On for that. 1 for 2 summoner trade.
Radiant Volley just short of clipping onto Caps. Unstoppable Onslaught used onto Bin. Counter Strike coming out as well. Broken Blade walks away from it.
Okay, wait, Broken Blade is how is Broken Blade down 400 gold? Broken Blade is up farm and there are no plates taken. How does Bin have a 400 gold lead? What? Cole? Did he have Cole? Maybe. I didn't see.
That
would make sense if that's true. LeBron has no flash because he flashed on the Seraphine earlier. Aatrox is useless this game. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. BLG early game, man. I mean, it's smart from BLG. They're like, this Karma has no flash. We own this entire jungle. I mean, it's clean. It's really clean from BLG.
But they're starting to really convert these advantages.
I think Skewon is having a super rough early game. I don't like his decision making, especially not the invade on blue buff. But like G2, they got fucked level 1 because LeBron had to flash because he like face checked the Ashe Seraphine, and then because of that, Ashe Seraphine had prio all lane. And then LeBron traded flashes with On, but Skewon is already behind from the invade, so they win the 3v3, so they just say, fuck it, we're gonna walk in and massacre them. And there's nothing Varus can do, and now Varus is behind 1k gold. Like, it's very, very well played from BLG. They punished all the mistakes perfectly. Ashe Sera can lose to Varus Karma, it's just that it doesn't lose if Karma has to flash level 1 before the lane starts. Like, generally, you're happy to play Karma lanes into Seraphine lanes if you're just playing for push. Varus is also a strong pushing AD carry. With all the champions that were out and Sion being as powerful as it is now, I think going Varus, Karma, Sion into Xin Zhao, Ashe, Seraphine is completely fine. I think both teams were completely happy with their 1, 2, 3. The jungle pick for G2 feels a little bit awkward, and then Skimon and LeBron made a couple of mistakes, and BLG completely pounced on it and are shitting on them.
We'll open up the Rift Herald in mid. It's On that's going to ride it into the tower. They get it down to about half. Chain of Corruption goes wide. A flame will land.
Dude, I feel like Hans never hits the spell, ever.
Caps has a flank position here as well. The Encore comes down. Everyone dodges away from it, but Viper's able to flash the wall. Even with the crystallized BLG now begin to collapse.
I think,
Decimating smash out from Broken Blade. Bin on the backline. Hans Summer
doesn't look
has
playable.
to extricate himself from the situation, but even with a cleanse and a flash, you can't cleanse Bin. He takes one. BLG just absolutely sweep away G2. You get one shot, and you're damn well missed.
An absolute slaughter in favor of BLG as they punish the aggression from G2.
This might be the cleanest early game I've seen all tournament.
Down in every single game, and this time Knight has a big advantage for himself.
Fuck Mike, this is the cleanest early game I've seen all tournament.
Ask
me for a friend, what's the biggest gold lead BLG has thrown? They threw, I think, a 10.5k gold lead against JDG in LPL upper bracket finals.
Onto Skimon on, just thinking we can take this trade. Chain of Corruption is going to land. Viper on the chase. Skimon forced out of his own jungle as the Bob trades with Knight. Caps trying to come across. That's TP in by G2. Rebuttal down. Knight has to flash into the Baron pit. He's locked in there, but they can't really follow up too much, even with the decimating smash in the end.
Caps' Anivia mechanics are so clean. This guy's Anivia is very impressive. He's giving me like Froggen vibes. Bin has no TP. This is an insane angle. We have no turning tools, do we? We can turn with like fucking nothing. We have no turn tools. We have Sion ult. Sion ult is the turn tool. Let's see, can Broken Blade like zone the Ashe maybe? Okay. 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 Anivia's putting in so much work. Anivia's doing so much here. It's something. I still think they're gonna lose the game. I still think they're gonna lose. Has Caps always had this Anivia? I think he's played it like 3 or 4 times and it's been very good. Oh, well.
He's about to dive. Eddie in a flame coming out won't be enough. With an arrow and a follow-up, Caps getting jumped on by Shun, who uses the Crescent Guard to try and make that Anivia into an omelet, but Shun is a little bit too deep. Counter-strike coming out, Bin there for the chase, On coming in as well.
Bro,
Kill off Shun, but now Skimon needs to retreat, because the Encore finds 2! It's a double up for On, and a double kill for Bin! A decimating smash out of Broken Blade, trying to save Caps here, who will resurrect, but will he just be brought back to life to immediately die? Glacial Storm, enough of a slow. Viper coming in from the side, Broken Blade trying to retreat to the safety of his tower.
Well, Hans showed up against the LCK, but he has played 6 games against BLG at this tournament, and not a single one of them have looked good. Viper's arrows are so good. Okay, well, to be fair, that arrow was pretty easy to land. Okay, Hans, bro, hit your arrows, man. It's not a hard skill shot to hit. Broken Blade is owning everybody. Can we do anything with this Jax? No. No, Jax is just 1v9. Jax is just killing everybody, man. Jax is literally 1v4 and he's shitting on us. If only my Ferris could hit an ultimate and then we could play. Criminal, we can't kill the Jax 1v4. If only we had a tool that we can land that would CC the Jax, and then we can do percent max health damage to him afterwards. If only. Bin has won every early game. I actually think, given the circumstances, I prefer Broken Blade's early game in this one. Like, Jax into Sion, and you're telling me that Sion is, like, up flash. Like, in the 1v1, Sion is up flash, completely even farm, and the only gold lead Bin has is a Cole. And like he wasn't able to hit plates or anything. Like, I'll take that. I'll take Broken Blade's early game over Bin's early game this time.
Because they have the Baron buff, they're gonna push through multiple lanes.
Broken Blade going in with the unstoppable onslaught. Now BLG all able to dodge it. Crystalline's coming down with the wall as well. The Encore on BB. He
guy's just dead.
HP, only one cannon minion in the mid wave is going to get cleared out. Caps
hey, Caps is just trying to go for it.
But that might just be enough as Caps look for the play. Crescent Guard coming out. Stopwatch as well. Bin on the backline and Hans Summer. He just doesn't get a chance to do anything. Bin is taking names and putting them right in the trash as he wipes away the backline of G2, and BLG are trying to etch their name on the first stand trophy. One more game for BLG, one more game for the LPL, 2-1 to the LPL first seed.
G2 being the LPL third seed is real, I guess. G2 could not beat MKOI early. When G2 played against MKOI in playoffs, MKOI was like winning all of the early games, and they were getting like large leads. But then the problem is that MKOI are also not a clean mid-late game team, and so G2 were able to like clutch up in mid and late game and win the series and 3-0, right? BLG do the same thing MKOI does early, but they're like a better MKOI, and they are destroying G2 early so hard that G2 can't come back. Right? Game 4 draft is pretty hard dominated by BLG. G2 first picked Cassante once again, going for that strong blind frontline angle, and I think BLG are going to respond Vi Ahri since a lot of Ahri counters are out, but they instead grab Vi Xayah, and this is super cool because it puts G2 into a super tough position where if they give BLG Recon, then the dive looks super powerful, but if they take Recon, then BLG get to pick a hard engage support for free without being punished. G2 do take the Recon, but they're definitely losing the 1-2-3. I think G2 are looking for Wukong for sure to pair with the Recon dive, but BLG choose not to ban it, and instead the 4 or 5 bans focus more around mid lane. I wish G2 banned a top laner that beats Cassante instead of banning Syndra, because Knight has infinite safe mid blinds available. BLG get the Camille top counter, which is a great side lane into Cassante, and they also grab Cassio to deny all of G2's dive options in the mid game. I love the BLG draft. I think they cooked super hard. With the way these two teams have played, it looks like a BLG 3-1 to me. I think it's a 3-1. I think it's a 3-1. Based on the way the BLG have been playing and based on this draft that I'm looking at it, I think they've got it. Okay, let's see. Oh, Skewmon actually gets it this time. And Caps is here first. First blood, the Xinjiao will die, and Knight gets double buffs, which is terrible for Caps' lane, but actually, you know what? No, I just think it's terrible. I think Victor is like really upset. Oh my god, and Honest here. It's a disaster. Alright, it's a 3-1. GG. Knight is gonna completely carry this game. I'm actually like, I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling okay about this. I think after seeing last game, seeing how G2 just got completely rolled over, and looking at the draft and thinking that BLG stomps draft so hard, I've kind of reached like a zen mode where I'm completely accepting of the fact that BLG will win this tournament, and I'm down. They are playing very well today. I mean, this guy just has double buffs, and he's got a ward. How can play? Kind of as soon as I saw the draft, I was down for BLG to just win the series. If G2, okay, this is what I would say. If G2 are going to draft like this, they don't deserve to win, you know? I think G2 lost all 4 drafts today. If they're going to show up and they're just going to lose every draft, then sure. I'm down for them to just lose, you know? Believe in G2. Nope. Don't believe it till I see it, because
but Viper hasn't bought yet, so they definitely
this comp looks unplayable, and BLG have a lead on the person on the team who wants to have a lead the most. If BLG win this tourney, it's such a scam-looking win. How? How is it a scam win? They beat 2 Eastern teams, and then in Grand Finals, they beat a G2 who's 6-0 the LCK. How is it a scam win? How can you say that BLG didn't just, like, run the tournament? Like, BLG totally deserved the tournament win. This is a 100% deserved win.
Ramping that one up. On is doing so much work in this early game.
He's just everywhere right now. Skewmon will get the smite on the red buff. Trample coming out from On, knocks him back towards Jun. Battle dance away, but there's a season to this. And with the miasma coming in,
he's cowing all over them right now.
Skewmon trying to get the red buff slow. The knock
oh my god, wait, shouldn't kill himself. Wait, hold up. He is not cowing all over them. False alarm. He is not cowing. He is not cowing. Wait, did Shun just like, because the angle actually looked good from On initially. Did Shun play it wrong somehow? And Hans was just like up there. He just showed up. He was just in the jungle. BLG were not expecting there to be an 80 carry in this play. But like, I guess the ult's not that. The miasma was also shit. Like Knight's W was terrible. Oh my gosh, it's a tragedy of errors. I still think BLG's comp is better. I mean, the fact that Knight started out the game with 2 kills and had double buffs, and he only has a 300 gold lead over Victor, that's insane. Like, it wasn't even that big of a throw for BLG. I think the angle from on is, like, fine. It's just the problem is that the Casio W was terrible, and also BLG were not expecting Kaiser to be there. This team, they're pissing me off right now, okay? I had gone through all 5 stages of grief. I accepted that they were gonna lose the series. I was ready to congratulate BLG to celebrate their victory, and then G2 have to go and get a minor lead. They have to go and get a small lead, and they're making me like slightly believe. If G2 just roll over and lose the game anyway, if I get like kind of excited again for nothing, I will never forgive them. Caps is going the Blackfire build. This is a very spooky build to go into Vi, Alistar, Camille, but alright. Victor Poke is realistically the only way they win fights. I mean, they can also win the fights by playing slow. Like, if Knight burns the miasma, like, if the Casio W is bad, like, if he fires it too early and it fades.
That's a Cyclone outbin, hookshot wall dive, doesn't get over the wall though, now flashes broken blade with the path, mega hexagon to
okay.
Tries to be used up,
wow.
With the all out. And G2 will find
Did Bin just like not E over the wall? What happened? It looked like he like had the E to go over the wall, but and then Schemon didn't even like charge a second on it, and the E just didn't go over the wall. What was that? Like, I'm not missing something, right? Bin just trolled that mechanically. I think he could have gotten out. But yeah, I mean, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I think if the miasma isn't good in a team fight, then all of a sudden BLG's entire dive is online, and then the Kaiser can go flying into the back line and he can like try to go crazy, you know? I think that's another win condition for them. But that's like only if Knight like screws up the team fight and plays it way too fast.
He got the kill onto Knight, now gets a second one here.
Knight? He has flash, he has flash. He has flash, it doesn't matter. Solo kill. Solo kill. Dude, Knight should have ran this game. The fact that Knight didn't completely run this game is insane to me. Oh my god, is he alive? Caps? Caps? W? Stun? He's alive? No. No way. No. This Knight guy, does he just have like a finals curse or what? He hasn't been playing well today at all. Everybody on BLG has been playing well today in at least one game except for Knight. Knight has not had a good game this entire series. Also, shouldn't Shun be here? Why isn't Shun hovering, bro? Shun is just like leaving out, he's letting his mid laner just die for fun. Like, Vi was right there. Vi was right there, and like clearly Knight is like trying to hit the wave a bit. Like, they're both trolling. Do not blame Shun for that. Knight completely disrespected. This is true, but Knight walked up to the wave. Like, Knight did the disrespect where he walked up to the wave when the Vi was right next to him, and the Vi just left him and walked to the dragon anyway. Like, Shun could have salvaged the play if he wanted to, and he just didn't. Gravity wall here. Chunk is good. Alistar's one shot. Vi is nowhere in the area. Vi is nowhere in the area. This guy is a death on my screen. This guy, he has... Oh, never mind. Okay, we got the TP from... Okay, just chill out. Back up, back up. We don't need to do this. All good. Got the teleport. Vi is on the flank. Just leave, if possible. Oh, we're just going in? We're just going in? Is it like that? Nice, Lebrov! Nice, Lebrov! He dodged the Casio art! Clean! Clean! Dude, holy shit! Bravador! This is a great roam from Caps. I don't even know how he got this timer, but it's great that he's down here. And I was thinking, like, as soon as Knight TP'd and Vi was coming in, I just thought that they should leave. I thought that this turn looked really, really scary. But dude, look at Lebrov here. This shit is clean as fuck. Doesn't go in, turns around. Oh! Oh! Guys, I've been gassing up Lebrov for like 4 years now, and my stocks are finally cashing in. I invested in this guy early, and he was like failing me low-key, but it's all good. He's finally making my take look fine. It's okay. Be slow. We're happy with this lead. We're happy with this lead. BLG's comp is only really good if Knight can take over teamfights and if Bin can win out on side lane, but Broken Blade has 2 kills, and he's just up 500 gold. So speak of the devil, Speak of the devil. He has flash. He has flash. He's not gonna go for it. Don't go for it. Okay, but Broken Blade is like winning the lane somehow. He's winning the lane against Camille because Bin just like fucked up that one play top. So Camille's win condition of winning side is super delayed, and Knight is playing like shit. And if those are the conditions, G2 don't actually get outscaled. Like if these are the conditions of the game, G2 have time to play. They can just play slow and stack the Drakes, and it's fine. And then if they get soul, then they can win. As long as they get soul and they don't throw, they can win. Like the only way that BLG starts winning this game is when they get into a position where the Camille is like hard beating the Cassante on side, but that's not going to happen until like 3 items maybe at this rate because the Cassante is accelerated. So we're chilling. Like G2 have plenty of time to play. All right, Skew Line, let's Skew. Okay. That was like 1k gold instantly. That also delays the dragon stacking, which is really bad. I don't even know why he's topside. I feel like he should just be taking the dragon. Yikes, that's definitely a yikes. Definitely a big yikes. Now all of a sudden Camille has a gold lead. They should just get this. It's like 2 minutes too slow. Like, they could have had this a couple minutes earlier. We could be looking at like if Skewmon didn't do that, the Cassante would still be ahead. The Camille would still be pretty lost in the game, and then the soul will be spawning in 3 minutes. No. Well played, Ben. Well played. I'll give it to you. You've got to believe. Yeah, but every single time I believe, the team that I'm rooting for just like takes my belief and crumples it up and throws it into the garbage. Quick start flaming Hans again. Yeah, that'll fix things. It's like the opposite, right? Alright, Hans, you're playing like such shit this game, man. How come you're not 14-0? You're garbage. You should be replaced ASAP.
Once he starts getting those kills, I mean, he's even in terms of itemization.
This is what they keep doing. They see
I mean, they used tools on the Rakan. It didn't kill him. Okay, I mean, it's okay. It's okay. Camille is just on the side lane. Camille is just pushing tier 2. Ben is doing Ben things. Ben is just doing Ben things. He's taking over the entire game. Like, Ben, now that he has a gold lead, he's just going to run the entire game. BLG's win condition is completely back. G2, why did you do this to me? Why? And the Herald doesn't even crash. Why? G2 has Baron angle here. I think you're seeing something that I'm not seeing.
And now we're in a very even game state where itemization is pretty dead.
I don't know why they would ever start Baron when Kaiser has no flash.
That's 3 towers to 0.
And they're like losing side lane. They had it. They had this game. It was just a Skewmon. Ben is kind of scary. What do you mean Ben is kind of scary? Ben is insanely scary. Ben is going to solo win this game. Levels of scary. Like, what does G2 even do against this side lane?
Caps is going to spot him out. Shun here for the chase as well. Knight able to put the miasma down and force Caps away. That does mean Knight
now Ben is going to move in. BLG are going to have full pressure. They can put vision wherever they want. In like topside jungle or bot side jungle, they can move to the dragon and try to take the dragon right now if they wanted to. I mean, Knight's kind of topside, so they couldn't do that. But like every single time Ben pushes out this bot wave deep, he's just going to move in, and then BLG will have like a crazy timer where they can play the game.
The TP is actually going to be committed early. They want to contest for this wave. Getting Prio is much harder when that
G2 are going to try to get this Drake. This is their soul point. BLG, not BLG. Camille's going to have like a turbo flank, and then also G2 have to be careful because BLG are going to threaten the Baron. Camille is just completely going to run side lane. BLG are like, they're like dancing around Baron to make G2 undecided, and then if G2 stall out too long, then Camille's just going to like take the tower or some shit. If G2 send enough people bot to kill Camille, then BLG are just going to take the Baron. This is like good. This is actually like good map play for BLG. They're playing this well so far. Yeah, Ben is just doing his job. Ben is stalling. And if he gets far away enough, he can even TP in. Okay, let's see. TP coming in from Victor. They are taking a lot of damage from the Baron though. Wait, we can take over the Baron? We can take it over? Shun is in the pit. Oh, they got it. Can we win the fight? Their health bars are very low. Okay, that's soul point. That's soul point. BLG, okay, the thing is that this play would have been good from BLG if this was last season and the Baron was like a shit objective, but they buffed Baron like 5 times. And then so On just like got half health, and then so they can actually fight. And I also don't know if they were thinking about Victor's teleport. So it's actually a good idea from BLG, but they mis-executed a bit.
Crazy risky for BLG. I feel like if Skumon gets that smite, it's a collapse.
Now we have Soul Point. We have Soul Point. We can play. Camille's trying to TP in. Do they still want to fight? This is like the most BLG looking fight ever. There's no way they want to fight this, right? There's no way. Wait, Bin is just in there. This is 3v4. This can't be good, can it? Oh my god, On is flank TPing. He's spellbook TPing. This team is so psycho. This is just like this is like exactly how BLG play. Oh my god, it's the most BLG fight I've ever seen. It's the most BLG fight I've ever seen. That's an insane call. Run at them, 3v4. We have Alistar respawning with spellbook TP. Holy shit. No way is the game over. What? They have Baron. It's hard for Victor to wave clear this. It's 5v2. The game might be over. They have to defend 2 waves somehow. I don't think they can do it. I don't think they can do it. I think it's over. The series is over. That is like the pixel perfect way for this series to end is BLG winning the most BLG fight ever. Wow. Wow, that ended in the fucking heartbeat. That game was so tense, and then it just ended on the spot. I mean, that's just a great call from everybody on BLG. Sometimes all you have to do as a jungler is win the smite fight. It's true. Yeah, they were able to end the game because they had Baron. Bin had a really good series. Shun is probably my MVP for the series once again. Shun has won series MVP in all 4 BLG series for me. He is by far the tournament MVP. I feel like I should low-key be happier. I've been wanting LPL to win an international tournament for like 5 years now. Like I'm a big believer that the League of Legends team will be healthier if LPL wins more titles, because it means that LPL and LCK will be more competitive. So I feel okay about BLG winning. I'm down for this. I think they showed up today. They had some really good draft plans. They completely outdrafted G2 in all 4 games. They still had some of their issues. I feel like every single game had at least one moment where it looked like they might be throwing back a good part of their lead, so that's something they'll have to figure out heading into split 2 and 3, but listen, if BLG, if they're going to win all of these early games this hard, they'll have an entire split of late game situations to try to nail down that macro. They couldn't do it last year because when they were playing jungle hot potato, there was too much shit going on and their games were too inconsistent and they weren't even a top team for like some portion of the year. Like there were times where they were maybe only like the 3rd place, 4th place team or something. So last year it was a little bit too dicey for them. They needed to focus on other things, but this year their early games have been good from almost day one. Like from the very first series that BLG played versus AL, I was highlighting that BLG's early games seem like they're back with Shun. So if BLG can play strong early games for the entire year, they'll have so much time to be able to hone in on their mid and late games, and they could become an extremely strong team by the time MSI and World shows up. I think the future looks super bright for them. But also for G2, I mean, it was a huge overperformance from them. I was not expecting everybody on G2 to play like that. I feel like Caps was not great in the first half of the tournament, but he really stepped it up against Genji, and I also thought that Caps was very good today. Hans was not so great today, but against the LCK, against FFXIV and Genji, Hans was amazing. He showed me a form that I haven't seen from him since maybe all the way back in like his Rogue days. Almost makes me want to believe that Hans can stick around on like an international aspirations LEC team. Labrov had a huge tournament. Labrov was super impressive. Thought he had some amazing games. This was definitely the best I've ever seen him play. Broken Blade played very solidly as well. I think, you know, he had a few hiccups in early lanes every now and then. Made a couple mistakes here and there, but generally, in the games that G2 won, Broken Blade was amazing. Felt like his mid and late games were super solid for the most part. And then I mean, like Skumon was just great. Today, it wasn't really his day, especially in the games that BLG won. I feel like Shun definitely got the better hand. or got the upper hand, but
it sets us up
his
for a
driving
very
game today was
interesting
super
year,
impressive. He was great for pretty much the entire rest of the tournament. I heard that he was even sick the first time they played against BLG, and he still looks decent in that series too. So very impressed with Scheme 1. This G2 roster, they accomplished more than I ever thought they could. I'm not too disappointed with their run. Overall, not a bad tournament, not a bad grand finals. I'm down for this. What does the rest of LCK take away from G2 beating Gen G? I've kind of said this, but I'm not too worried about the LCK. I think it's a little bit concerning that Gen G haven't shown up now for 2 international tournaments in a row, because before it was like, okay, they weren't showing up at Worlds, but at least they could like dominate MSI and win MSI, but them losing first stand is obviously a massive underperformance. But I think realistically, the reason why I'm not too worried about the LCK is because a lot of their teams are scaling. A lot of their teams have very good players and could improve a lot. Like, I don't expect T1 and H Elite to continue underperforming. I think both T1 and H Elite will become very strong teams. I think DK has a lot of potential to be good as well. FFXIV could obviously improve and be good. Even like Nongshin, if Nongshin figured their shit out, they could become a solid team too. So like LCK have a lot of, and you know what? This is crazy for me to say out loud, but you know which team near the end of LCK was starting to look not that bad was DN Supers. The DN Supers were not looking that bad. So there's a lot of teams in the LCK who I think have the ability to trend upwards a lot. So I'm not too worried about them. I think LCK will remain a strong region. And also, I'll say this. In the last video that I made, the semifinals breakdown where I predicted G2 to win over BLG, there were a lot of BLG fans in my comments who were really mad at me for it, and were like saying that like my analysis and whatever wasn't that good. So I'm just gonna say, my bad. You guys were right. My bad.
He's gonna like two-shot somebody right now.
I'll do better next time. And that'll do it for my first stand 2026 recaps. It was a super fun tournament for me to cover, even if I spent way too many hours on it. I want to thank you all for watching and enjoying my videos. I appreciate the community every day. I can't reveal too much about my Splatoon MSI plans at the moment, but definitely look forward to continued coverage of the LoL esports scene. I have a second channel called Bonus Poro. Go subscribe to that if you want to see where most of my videos for the split will be posted. That's all I have for you for this one. I have a Patreon for people who want to support me more while I'm making these videos. There are 3 tiers, each with varying amounts of benefits, including different types of behind the scenes content, and even a custom Poro drawing that I'll display in video outros. If that interests you, check out the Patreon link in the description. I'll see you all for the next one. Bye!